I'm going to read from I Am the Blade by J P Buxton. He sat them down on benches and struck a pose by the fire. And although he looked absurd, he must have inherited some of his father's qualities, because Tog, Jenna and Alanza were spellbound by his words. The story concerned a warrior who one day came across a beautiful maiden sitting by a well in a forest. But before he could kiss her, he was challenged to a fight by her husband, the king of the greenwood, who had lived among the trees so long that he had turned green. The warrior fought with the old king, and after many a full blow and sore, the warrior chopped off the old king's head. But as it rolled on the ground, a strange and terrible thing happened. The jaws started to work, and the tongue flopped around. And then the head of the old king told the warrior that whatever happened, he must remain pure and resist the temptation of the maiden, or in exactly 1 year's time he would get his head chopped off too. The maiden, who seemed to grow more desirable by the minute in the warrior's eyes, took him to her cave, where she crowned him king of the greenwood and lay down beside him on her bed of green leaves and fragrant heather. But try as she might, she could not get the warrior to marry her and do all that being married involved. For a whole year she brewed magic potions, got him drunk on whiskey and honey, fed him on boar's testicles, bull's blood, his favourite berries, nuts, mushrooms and so on, but the brave warrior resisted, even though his desire grew day by day. And as time passed, the new king turned green, and exactly a year to the day when he had killed the old king, a warrior came by and found the maiden sitting by a well in the forest. The green king challenged him to a fight, but because he was not knackered by loving, won the fight and sent the challenger packing. Feeling great, he turned to the queen, thinking at last he could give in to her charms, but to his horror, he saw the beautiful maiden swell to the size of a hut, turn all hairy, and become a hideous, snuffling, stinking old monster that shuffled off into the forest and was never seen again. Until now, Kai said. The monster has returned. It won't be happy until it's killed every member of my family, apart from me, for whom it has reserved a fate worse than death. I am to be taken to its cave, where it's going to marry me and turn me into the next Green King. Do you see now why I'm so scared?